The Leader Association in the Joensuu region operates in North Karelia in eastern Finland. The region is sparsely inhabited, nature and forest are near the people. Unemployment rate is above the average in Finland. On the other hand, the very active easternmost university in Finland is in Joensuu. The Russian border is near and Karelian people are well known for their openness and good humour, at least according to the Finnish standards.
And this black line means that Joensuu is excluded.
The executive manager of the Leader Association in Joensuu, Antero Lehikoinen, has been in his job since 1996. He has a clear view of the potential of the region and Leader operations.
There are different groups active in the development of the region. Leader is one of them. Leader promotes cooperation among different people.
The area of operation in the Leader Association in the Joensuu region is 6,300 square kilometers. It comprises 7 municipalities around the city of Joensuu. A growing settlement surrounds the city and people go to work in the center. After the settlement, there is the agricultural region with mainly cereal and milk production. Further away, there is sparsely inhabited countryside with forest hills and little settlement.
In the new residential areas near the city, the goal is to bring people together and do something. In the more remote countryside, it's a question of preserving services and jobs. Among the 263 projects of the Leader period, 40% of the applicants were new. As a former businessman, I'm happy that there were so many business projects, and the number of projects is rising.
The boards of the Leader groups in Finland are formed based on the principle of tripartition to ensure the role of civic activity.
It means a broad base when there are representatives from the municipalities and the civic organizations and also independent citizens.
People with local knowledge of different areas and operating levels gather around the same table there. We look for fresh ideas which would not be realized without the Leader.
Timber surgeon Kauka Huovenainen is a forest technician and arborist. An arborist is a specialist who looks after woody plants and who, in addition to being familiar with the different species, also specializes in tending trees, climbing techniques and customer service. The idea of a Leader project occurred to him through old contacts.
Itse asiassa mulle tämä Leader-väki on aikaisemmista 4H-hankkeesta tuttu.
I was familiar with the Leader group through some earlier 4H projects, and Antero said I could apply for investment support for a branch chipper.
Se kävi hyvin näppärästi. Toimitin vain kaikki.
The application for the support was easy, as the target and plans were clear.
Ja suunnitelmat oli hyvin selkeät.
The timber surgeon mostly works in urban park environments where the felling with a forest machine would be too expensive or impossible due to lack of space or the nearby buildings.
Puutohtorihanke, jos ajatellaan meidän strategiaa, sehän on semmoinen erinomainen esimerkki siitä, miten tämä kaupunki...
The timber surgeon is a good example of interaction between city and countryside.
Perinteisiä maaseudun taitoja. Metsuritaitoa, puutarhataitoja ja kaupungissa on enemmän puistoalueita ja vanhoja puita, joille pitää tehdä jotain.
The traditional woodsman's knowledge is useful in cities, where there are many problem trees and the people are opposed to the felling of trees.
The timber surgeon has received leader support for the investments, allowing the company to offer versatile and reliable services. Through networking, the operation with partners becomes easier.
Vuosi vuodelta mulle tulee töitä lisää.
We get more and more work and the sphere of operations becomes broader, so I need more workers and partners.
Reviiri on laajentunut koko ajan.
The Rinnetie service home offers comfortable housing services for elderly people. Riita Merilainen, the manager of the service home, used to work in the service sector, but wanted to have new challenges in her life. Merilainen studied in the evenings to be a practical nurse, and after 5 years of nursing, she got an opportunity to start her own business.
The municipality of Kontiolahti was looking for an entrepreneur for a property which had been renovated as sheltered housing, and I decided to participate in the competitive bidding.
The service home has now operated for 3 years, and there are 8 professionals in care work and 13 patients. Enterprises like Rinnetie are particularly important for maintaining the vitality of the countryside.
Naiset ovat olleet töissä palveluammateissa ja esimerkiksi julkisella sektorilla, ja kun niitä on vähennetty.
Women work in service professions and in the public sector. A fall in the number of these jobs makes people move to cities. Rinnetie service home is an example of how, when premises and professional skill are available, somebody just has to start the operation.
Ja ihmisillä useimmiten se ammattitaitokin on jo olemassa.
Now the service home employs 8 people.
Siinä on monta 8 ihmistä jo töissä.
Riita has received support from the leader for the acquisitions of the service home. The project financing has improved the services, but the operations are not dependent on that.
Se on kohdistunut lähinnä palkkoihin.
Support payments were mainly distributed between the salaries and furniture. We bought computers, sets of dishes, everything. The LEADER project was worthwhile and created a feeling of safety. But still, I am the entrepreneur in this business.
Mutta en sen hankkeen varaan ole tätä yritystä perustanut.
The Village Radio project teaches how a radio program is made and connects rural people near and far. About 20 Portuguese partners participated in the second Village Radio camp arranged in September, in addition to the Finnish village actors. The rural people learn to make programs on things taking place near them. The programs will be broadcast on the local radio channel. There are 2 radio channels from Finland and 2 from Portugal.
Radiolle ei makseta mitään,
The radio will not get money from the project. The financing is directed at the training and the technology.
Ja sitten siihen vähäiseen pieneen tekniikkaan, mitä tarvitaan.
Even though the project doesn't directly employ anybody or bring any financial profit, its social potential is abundant.
Se on sellainen ajatus tämmöisestä kansalaisjournalismista.
The idea of citizen journalism was included in our program.
Niitä kyläradio-ohjelmia tekee niin.
Everybody makes radio programs from children to pensioners. It brings all kinds of people together.
Se tuo niinku erilaisia ihmisiä yhteen. Sitten tästä kansainvälisestä osiosta.
International perspective allows the Portuguese and Finns to see a different countryside during their visits and reflected on their own surroundings.
Näkee muunlaista maaseutua, niin he peilaavat sitä siihen omaan elinympäristöön.
Continuing the project was discussed and the idea of using new tools with citizen journalism was produced.
Tuossa äskeisessä ohjausryhmässä
In the steering group, we decided that we'll continue, and that's important for the LEADER program.
Erittäin tärkeää.
Kyllä joku idea on kytemässä, että entäpä jos.
It also occurred to us that the same thing could be done with a picture on the net television.
Sama idea voisi kokeilla tämmöisenä netti-TV:nä.
Jos uudestaan pitäisi nyt lähteä miettimään, että...
Rethinking about it, both the timber surgeon and the Rinnetie service home could follow the same pattern. They went well.
Kansainvälistä toimintaa ja kyläradiohanketta.
For the International Village Radio project, I'd like to have more time.
Vähän rauhallisemmin, vähän enemmän aikaa siihen tekemiseen.